Indiana Hunter is brought to you by Native Crossbows, Black Horse Custom Rods, Whisker Wear Apparel, TM Game Calls. For this episode of Indiana Hunter, we're in Illinois on Lasalle Lake again. We had a good time. Last time we were here was just a week ago. It's going to be about the same weather conditions. It's going to be about 90 degrees, and the water temperature is about the same, about 90 degrees. But today we're going to try to target the big blues in here, and we're going to be using some big shad. We just got these about an hour ago. We actually spent 2 hours throwing the cast net, and we've got maybe 8 or 9 of these big ones. We may have to try to get some more later, but we're going to be cutting these up using great big pieces, trying to target these big ones. We'll be using chunks like that just to keep the little fish off of it. Last time they were just killing our baits. They kept pulling them off, so I'm sure we'll put a few small shad on just for entertainment purposes while we're out here, but we'll see what happens. Just hooked up in the first fish of the day. We haven't been drifting but maybe 10 minutes, and this isn't a 12-incher. He's got a little fight in him. First spot we anchored up, or not anchored, we drifted, is about 35 feet of water. So we're gonna bring him up slow just to make sure we don't do any damage to the fish, but he's got some fight in him. This is on those big pieces of shad I cut. See what took it. This is the best way to start off a day. 10 minutes in, pole bends over, good fish. Thank you. We can get him up here. Running this double hook system, so got a little extra line to work with. He's not wanting to come up quickly. Here we go. Can't beat that. First fish of the day, nice blue. There you go. I'm gonna get a scale on him and get a few pictures, but I'm pretty sure that's probably top my personal best again. So, well, we got a couple pictures. Got a weight on him. He was 25 pounds, 14 ounces, so that's definitely my personal best blue and first fish of the day. How can you ask for more than that? We'll get him back in the water and let him grow up. Somebody else will catch him. See if he'll cooperate with me here. Make sure he's gonna sit upright. There he goes. Very excited with that fish.
Fishing's been kind of slow, so we tried another tactic and we started drifting shallower water instead of the deeper water. I put on smaller baits. The fish shows it, but at least we caught something. We didn't get skunked. For the guys in northern Indiana that we normally don't see blues, and you can't see it in this little fish, we should have showed it in Heath's one. These blues actually got teeth. You know, we get into another good one like Heath had earlier, we'll show you what they look like. The stuff that we catch up there just doesn't have teeth like this. So we'll let him out there and see what happens. We'll keep playing.
Well, our trip this time to LaSalle got started with a great fish, but it didn't take long for this weather to completely turn. We've only been here twice, and it's happened to us both times now. We started off with, I think last time was a southeast wind. This time it was a north wind, barely blowing, beautiful. It switched to the southwest, and we're getting 2 and 3 foot swells out here now. We're drifting with 8 and 10 ounce weights, and you can't even keep them down. We're basically got them behind the boat dragging now. That's a lot of weight to not be holding down, but we're gonna keep trying. Our goal was to drift, chase big catfish, and we're gonna keep doing it until they run us off the lake. The locals said they'll sound a siren when it's time to come off, so we'll see what happens. We'll keep going. It's kind of like wicked tuna out here when they're out there on the rough water. Wind finally died down a little bit. We got back to decent normal drifting. We had to anchor up for a while just to beat the wind and couldn't really fish spots we wanted, but hooked in another one here on a great big piece of shad. And I'm not sure how this fish even got that shad in its mouth. It's actually still in there. See if I can get this piece of shad out with it. I don't know if you can see that right there in his mouth. Took a pretty big piece of shad. If we can get that out of there and show you what that was. You'll not let go of it. But there it was. That head of that shad, and that fish got it in his mouth. Definitely not the ones we're after. We're going after the big ones today, but fun to catch anyways.
We're out here drifting, and this pole just doubled over. It's a big piece of shad, but unfortunately feels like a pretty small fish. Biggest one I've caught today, but he's not bad. Definitely not the one he's caught, but it's still a better fish than I've been catching. Damn, I got him right in the hard part of the mouth. Well, that is the best blue I've caught today. We were talking about teeth earlier. Said if we got a little better one, we'd show you the teeth. I stuck my hand in there and you can feel them. I mean, they don't hurt you, but you can feel them. That fish will probably go maybe 10 pounds, so we'll get him back in the water.
For the closing of this show, a lesson we have learned and the best advice we can give is don't be afraid to throw big baits. You're not going to catch as many fish, but if you're wanting to catch a personal best or just go out and target trophy fish, give it a try. Be patient, put your time on the water, and it'll happen. Thanks for watching.